When the bank opens in the morning, they'll foreclose.
People will come, Ray.
You're broke, Ray. You sell now or you lose everything.
Cryptoslo, cryptocurrency news and investing.
Cryptoslo with more crypto gains. What's going on, guys? So I'm going to talk about the elephant in the room, and that is TronBet. So if you've been following the huge announcement that the anti-token will be delisted, no more mining, and it will be replaced by the WIN token with an unknown supply. As you can see, on Tron Trade, we had this massive blast off of anti-price with the announcement that you could not mine it anymore after the cutoff date, and you're like, wow, that's awesome, big gains. Well, that would be great. The problem is they changed the tokens that were in escrow frozen from a 24-hour unfreeze to a 10-day unfreeze, and then basically by the time you unfreeze your tokens, anti will be delisted and you will only be able to trade in the new WIN token. And then to make things a little more even crazier, if you don't have your anti frozen during the swap, your exchange rate will go to 70%. So obviously if you had your ante on frozen, you just doubled your money in one day. But the real question is, why would they do this? I think there's a lot of reasons. You know, they're going prepare for takeoff, this and that, and blah blah blah. They explain everything. But I think what the real reason behind why TronBet is doing what they're doing is that they've built this massive online platform with all of these games, and they simply don't have enough people to play them. And then, you know, if you look at the growth rate, it is actually probably stagnated a little bit in the mining, and you know, they're just basically plotting out what's going to happen in the next few months if we keep doing what we're doing. And the reality is there's just not enough people to play the games. And that is because there's not enough people yet that are playing these dApps with crypto. It's the same people, you know, a new platform pops up, people go in hard, they try to collect their divs, it gets wiped out, it dies off. You know, with TronBet, they've been around. I think what they thought they could do was if they built the games, then they will come. Just like, you know, they say in Wayne's World, if you build it, they will come. But in this case, I don't think the people came. So, what does the WIN token have to do with more adoption to crypto casinos? Well, I think it has to do with a lot. There's speculation, and I repeat, speculation, no proof, that TronBet is going to do an IEO or just in general be listed on Binance. Now, sounds fantastic. Oh, my ante is going to moon. You know, now it's a WIN token. Well, yes and no. Let's look at it two ways. Number one, if they just get added to Binance, I do think it is a win-win, no pun intended, a win for the WIN holders and you know, a win for Binance. Now, if they do an IEO, that's kind of a different story, because with an IEO, you have to have coins to give out to people. Well, here's the problem. You're going to have to dilute the current supply of ante, and basically you're going to have to increase it or fractionalize it in order to have coins to sell to these people for an IEO. Now, what's my experience with IEO? If you get in on it on the Binance Launchpad, you'll probably make 5 to 10x. Just look at Matic, look at a lot of all the other ones. The problem is the people that get in on the launch pad make 5 or 10x in 30 seconds. Then everyone else gets holding the bag. So, from my experience, all these IEOs, they're not actually generating any income yet. It's just another coin. I'm not saying that they're bad coins, but I'm just saying that they're not actually producing income. So there's a big difference between something that's producing value and something that's going to produce value. We've been in the crypto space for 2 or 3 years. Everything's going to produce value. Everything's going to moon. That's what everybody says. So that's my advice and my experience on IEOs is if you're able to get involved in the actual launch pad, then you usually make out pretty well. I know the people that got in on the BTT launch made out like bandits. There's a reason it sold out in 15 seconds or whatever it did. So 2 things here. If they just get added to Binance, I think it's a win for the TronBet community. If it's an IEO, I've got mixed feelings about that. I think the token's going to get diluted, which further dilutes the divs. However, the one positive thing about the IEO is it will bring more adoption of crypto casinos to the masses, because when Binance does a launch pad, it's usually very large and a lot of people are going to know about it, and it's going to be a big deal. So from that standpoint, I think it could bring a ton of people into the dApp space, and it would be good overall for the dApp space. But as far as the value proposition to ANSI holders, I just kind of have mixed feelings on it. I think from a div standpoint, your divs are going to be diluted. From a price appreciation with an IEO, the ANSI holders might not do too bad. You might make some gains if you sell, but I definitely would think that your divs are going to be diluted if they have some kind of crazy ratio or add, X tokens to the platform. So, with that moving forward, we will just keep an eye on the news. There's mutiny in the TronBet Telegram. People, everything from accusing of insider trading to all kinds of other stuff regarding this whole spike. But I'm not going to get into that. That's not really what the purpose of this video was. It was to discuss why I think TronBet is doing what they're doing. And it is, I think they built all these games and there's nobody to play them. So, the only thing they can do is do something which is going to shake everything up and expand, the number of people that see TronBet. So, hope you enjoyed today's video. This is Cryptoslo. Like, subscribe. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking.